Hi, I'm Hershey reporting for RSC TV. During Kindness Week, we made kindness rocks and we wrote what we think kindness is or what kindness means on those rocks. We also made them to celebrate that kindness rocks.
Hello, Douglas County. Welcome to another episode of A Few Good Minutes. I'm Nate Jones.
I'm Chris Shalene. Nate, it's the Friday before spring break. You have big plans?
Not really. I think this weekend we may hit the slopes on our front lawn, but beyond that, wide open.
I like it. You gotta keep that open calendar. You never know what's gonna come up.
It fills up quick.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, as usual, it looks like people are gunning for our jobs because, who wouldn't want to do what we do? Latest instance is over at Redstone Elementary. They were celebrating Kindness Week. They were guided by a former TV pro named Mrs. Luber.
I loved being at Redstone during Kindness Week. I saw so many acts of kindness from my first graders and Mrs. Lopez's class to my kindergartners and Mrs. Benson's and Mrs. Holin's class.
Nice job, Redstone. Kindness rocks. So do you. Spring break is upon us, and I think every Coloradan knows what that means. We're going to get dumped on. Got a couple inches in the forecast for this weekend. But once we get past the really nice stretch of spring break, we are going to do something really great. We're going to get our middle and high school learners back full-time in-person learning. And before we kick that off, we wanted to answer some questions our community had. So Interim Superintendent Corey Wise and I hosted another round of town halls to answer questions from staff and community. Afterwards, Corey wanted to let everybody know just how proud he was of the way that we've gotten through this last year.
I know that there's a lot of things that each of us are working on and struggling with, but also I want you to think about everything that's going well. I think there's a lot of positive we need to find, and I encourage us as we go into spring break, as we think about spring, I really want to think about a new opportunity.
Lots of great questions from the community and staff for that town hall. And remember, we are hosting these monthly now. So if you want to keep up to date, if you want to read the FAQs after the town halls are over, or just find out when the next one is, please visit us at www.dcsdk12.org and then click on Road to Return.
That was good click sound. I like that.
Thanks.
So with the schools back full time, wearing masks is going to be continually a thing that we do. One disadvantage, though, you can't see a person's mouth when you're wearing a mask, unless you're a certain person. I spoke recently to a teacher for the deaf and hard of hearing who also shared some kindness herself.
I work with our deaf and hard of hearing students.
So I heard recently you carry around a mask that kind of helps with this?
Yeah, this is the clear mask. And then you just kind of put it on like this. And then you can still see my lips and lip read. I happened to be talking to Anita as we were walking out one day, and she noticed my mask and said that one of the employees at Cherokee Trail would love if more people had them because she lip reads. And I happen to have more in my car, so I handed them over.
What was her reaction?
When Carol got them and saw them, she was so thankful. Oh, this makes my life so much easier. She goes, now I can understand other people.
Chris, that was a great story. And I'm sure glad that Kathy found a few good minutes to chat with us this week. And it's interesting because it's so essential, but it's probably not something that you and I would think about very often.
Oh, for sure. But she did. She had a whole box of them in her car ready to go and made a new friend. Right
on. Well, from lip reading to reading. A year ago, when everything shut down, a lot of us had plenty of extra time on our hands. Castle Rock Middle School student Destinee Munoz put that time to good use. She wrote a paranormal mystery book called The Adventures of Lindy Manderson.
The book is basically about this girl with her family who encounters a lost friend from one of the family members' past. And basically they got to capture this creature from their village, from the villages that's been taught to others. And for my second book, it's got to be about the origins of that creature.
And here's the best part. The book was actually picked up by Gatekeeper Publishing, so you can now check it out on Amazon and at Barnes & Noble. Great job, Destinee.
And Nate, looks like you now have something to do over spring break. Go get a copy of that book.
I will add it to the list just under learning how to read.
I guess one thing must precede the other. Well, if you're still looking for things to do, I do have one more option.
So hi, my name is Amy Paulson. I'm the summer camp coordinator at Stone Canyon Outdoor Adventures.
What is the spring break camp?
This year, our spring break camp is Color Wars competition themed. So the kids will be assigned different cohorts, and within those cohorts, they'll be competing in different challenges during the week. And in the afternoon, the kids will have the chance to kind of drop the competition, play around on our ropes course, do some archery, more camp-like activities, especially in this past year or so where kids have been remote or hybrid, maybe have not had as much opportunity to connect with other kids their age. This is a great chance to meet new people, try new things, really come away with a good overall experience.
For more details about this awesome camp, head on over to stonecanyonedge.org. I know they've only got a few spots remaining, but I do hear they are registering for summer camp.
Well, Chris, that's it. Another show in the books. That's all the minutes we have now that spring break is here. Hey, bud, where you going? Chris? All right, I guess he's getting an early start on spring break. And if you can, I guess I would encourage you to do the same thing. I think we've all deserved a bit of a break, considering the last year that we've had. But before I get out of here, I just wanted to acknowledge that Monday was International Women's Day. So a special thank you to all the women in the communications department, Stacy, Paula, Jan, Francie, Stacy B. Thank you for all you do. Obviously, a huge shout out to all the women that run Douglas County schools. We love you guys. Thank you so much for what you do. And then, of course, I'm going to thank all the lovely women in our lives, including my mother, my wife, my beautiful wife, Maya. Thank you guys for all your support.
Love you, Ange.
Have an amazing spring break, and we'll see you on the next episode of A Few Good Minutes. Bye, guys.